A little tip for you gardeners out there that like to grow your palm trees and your half hardy or maybe even hardy exotic plants in pots. Just make sure to protect those pots in the wintertime. We even do it here in our growing zone. Better safe than sorry. So what we have here is a tiki hut, and it's basically a lean-to. It's enclosed around the bottom, but what I did is I put plastic around it here. That's for the winter months. This year I just kind of left it up. And it does get a lot of light in there. I got to clean that roof off. There's a lot of needles on it right now. But anyway, the potted plants go in there. All of our, even our needle palms, Washingtonia, Filifera, Robusta, the citrus. Well, actually, the citrus I put in the basement now because the rats ate the bark off it a couple of years ago. But date palms, camarops in pots, because the top of the plant may be hardy, but the roots are much less hardy than the top of the plant. So if you want to leave them outside, you live in a similar growing zone, at least wrap the pots up and put them up close to the house. Here I don't wrap the pots. I just put them in this tiki hut, and then I take a tarp and I just drape it across the front of it, and that's good enough here. They're good to go. Even when it gets really cold, it just seems to be sheltered enough. If you live in a colder growing zone, you're going to want to probably put some heat in there, and that'll keep the pots from freezing. Once the pots freeze solid, I don't care how hardy your palm is, if it freezes solid in a prolonged freeze, your palm is going to die. All right, so that's just a nice little tip for you there to remember as winter is approaching fast. Even though we're in autumn, it creeps up here before you know it. Be sure to winterize your potted plants, and you'll be a much happier palm grower, exotic plant grower in the spring. It's a drag to go out there and have your pots frozen solid and your plants die on you. It's the loss of an investment, especially if you've grown them from seed. That really sucks. That's a Butia capitata there, by the way. So I'm just starting to put them in now. By the end of the month, I'll have everything in there, and then I'll just put the tarp up, and it's good to go. That'll be stuffed full of potted plants, like etc., etc., etc. There's lots of different potted plants here. So cordyline, and then there's some yucca gigantea in pots. In the ground, they're okay, but in pots, not so okay if it's a bad freeze. All right, thanks for watching. Hope that helped you out. Cheers.